Hello guys, it's me again. This is the part 2, so we are going to color the idominus rex. Get your colors and pencils.
Is there any argument? Any
So
words
the
exchanged
idominus
before the
rex's
shooting?
eye is orange. The expression is not working. Let me sharpen it.
No argument. No threats. Just immediate gunfire? It didn't make sense. Then they moved on to the car itself.
Alright.
Car you were in, how many times you been in that car?
So that's done. It's color orange.
Okay. Whose car is it?
We're gonna color all the way to the back.
Okay, fair enough.
So let's color his clothes
What did you do
first.
after Randy gets back in the car?
So we did get in the car, and then the person in the car squared it up. Now Colfax.
Okay.
The detective didn't rush him. He let the team talk. Let the details spill out naturally. They left the scene, heading down Colfax.
Let's color
Where do you
it.
guys go down Colfax? To where?
No, I don't know exactly where we went to at the time, but we went down Colfax. Like, we just went straight down. We got to like.
This idominus rex
And then
is
we
the
That's when we went to his auntie's house.
Idominus rex is the dangerous
I don't know if you remember.
guys. Next
were you sleeping before that?
is this one.
That was another piece of the
Okay,
puzzle. The
already
team was
colored.
claiming he was asleep again.
Next
Then they
is
moved on to the gun.
this
Randy
this
shoots.
one.
What does he do with the AR?
I think in the car.
His right.
That one.
You put it in the
That
back seat.
one's the next one. And also this
Yeah,
one.
on the side.
Alright.
Let's
The
color
detective took
it.
that in. So the gun had been inches away from him. He asked again, where had he been sitting?
Where are you seated?
On the right side.
Behind the driver or behind Randy?
Behind the passenger.
Okay, so you're behind Randy.
At first, he puts it in the car and he's
So,
out the next one, like
let's
right
color
on the
this
floor.
one now.
Okay.
And then he puts it into the back when we're going down Colfax.
After the shooting.
Yeah, after when we get closer to his
So,
auntie's house.
we need some
That's when I
red.
just fell asleep.
So we can color
The detective made
This-
a note. That was
this
3
thing
times
in
now
the
the team
tongue.
had claimed to be asleep.
So let's
But there
color
was
it.
still more to ask.
At any time last night, Saturday night, at your mama's house, driving before you fell asleep, did you ever handle that AR? Meaning hold it, touch it?
Alright,
If I
that's
print it,
done.
I'm gonna find your fingerprints of your DNA on it.
No.
Okay,
So let's
okay.
I might have pushed it over. I was behind him like that.
let's
As he said. Alright.
put this
If they found his
here.
prints, it would only be
let's
because he had
color
pushed it
it.
out of his way.
If you would have pushed it over and touched it, what part would you have touched so I know?
Like on top, like
On the stock, they call it the stock.
on the stop right here, like right here. Like
Okay.
next to the trigger. Like you know the little piece that comes down like this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like right there because I had to move it away from me. I pushed it over.
Do
Okay.
you think the idominus rex is looking at you
Then
guys?
the detective
Please
moved on to
comment
the
if it's
atmosphere
looking
in the
at
car.
you.
Before you fall asleep, what's the discussion in the car about what just happened?
They don't even say nothing. They're not even talking.
Okay? At any point, even after Auntie's house,
Let
do you
them
guys talk
go.
about this?
You know, because I got woken up to getting yelled at and the cops are chasing us.
So we're gonna color it.
No one spoke about what
Like
just
that.
happened. No arguing, no
And then
panic, just
also-
nothing. And then the chase.
This.
Tell me more about being woken up and the cops are chasing you guys.
Remember was like, bro, the cops are chasing us. They're behind us, bro. They're behind us.
And we're also gonna color his
And I
jaw.
was, what? I look behind us and the cop is right behind us following us. And the driver starts going fast and then the cop turns the lights on. And then we go down this one street and we hit a big pothole and then that's when the car went
We're
up.
just gonna
We
do
lost
this.
control and I just, I don't even remember. All I know is I just got out the car.
The next thing he knew, he was outside the wreck, standing in the
So
street.
that's done.
Started walking at the block.
So next is
If
the
you walk
neck.
or run. If you ran, that's okay.
I started walking. The other two, Remy, he was running. I was just jogging. I was like, because like I didn't know he like did something.
So
I don't know who did it.
let's color that.
Hold on.
Like, I didn't know, like, something that bad happened. I didn't know someone got killed.
Well, but he fired an AR into a car.
I
What
know
do you
that.
think was going to happen?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
He said he was trying to aim towards the engine.
Okay.
That was the excuse. That was the plan. Take out the car, not the person inside. But was that true? Did Remy really think that? Or was it just something to say after the fact?
You walk off. Why don't you stay there?
Because, like, there's guns in the car. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a stolen car. I didn't know that until a couple
So
days
next
before. Like,
is the cloth.
so that's why I was
But
jogging.
he already did it.
Yeah.
That's why you
So it's the eyes, I guess.
Okay.
I didn't take off how they was running because they was running fast. I was just like speed walking.
He didn't sprint like the others, but he wasn't about to stand there and wait for the cops to grab him.
Did you meet up with either Remy or the driver?
Yeah, the driver.
Tell me about that.
I met him when I was walking. I saw him in the alleyway.
So
Okay. Where was
color that.
He was in that little alleyway where he was just in
We're
the
gonna
alleyway. And I
color
just saw him
that
walking.
one. That's one too.
Where did you guys go?
And
I kept walking. I was just
one.
like, there's cops all throughout the block. Like,
This
Well,
one.
he tells me that he's with you.
he said that's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Next on the
You
sponge.
said you guys went in the alleyway. Where were you guys?
He was in the alleyway.
Okay.
Let's zoom
That's
in.
where I saw him first, but then
So you
after
can
that, we
actually
went out of the
see.
alleyway into like the neighborhood.
Okay, tell me more about going in the neighborhood.
We started walking through like the neighborhood.
Okay, where did you go?
Let's color them.
I don't know over there in Lakewood, but we were just walking around the blocks and we just seen
Okay.
there was cops on every single block.
Where were you from?
I was found in the alleyway.
Okay. In what?
It's the alleyway. I was just walking down the alleyway and they told me to freeze and get on my knees.
Let me get to the point. Were you in a shed? Yes or no?
No,
Never in a shed.
I wasn't in the shed. I might have been in someone's backyard, but I was not in the shed.
Okay, if you were in the backyard, who were you with?
I was with the driver.
Okay. What did you and the driver discuss?
We didn't discuss nothing. I was just like, bro, I'm not gonna get in trouble for this. And I just walked out the house. I was like, I'm not
So
scared,
guys,
bro. I
we're
didn't do it.
almost done.
Okay.
But what am I getting in trouble for? Y'all do.
Okay. And I apologize about earlier. I don't
So
That's
that's
not
it.
you. That's my fault. Okay.
So
I
that's
apologize
it.
about that.
Spikes are all colored.
Because we're
So
standing in the
next
backyard and I'm like, bro,
is the
you sound dumb if you think we're gonna get away. There's cops on every single block. You sound
we
stupid.
already colored
So I'm
them.
like,
It's
he stays there in the backyard. I'm like, alright, bro, peace out. I walk out of the alleyway.
So we're gonna still color.
I didn't do nothing, so obviously I'm
This
like,
will
alright.
take for a long time.
The detective stepped out, leaving the teen alone with his mom and stepdad. There was no sugarcoating it, no soft words to ease him into what was coming. They laid it all out in front of him.
Okay, that's right. And that one, like that. Two, turn, like that.
Someone died.
Yeah.
What you know or what you think you didn't know. Someone died last night. Someone died. This isn't a game. This is like a big deal. This isn't like, oh, you stole a car and didn't go to school. Like, someone lost their life, dude.
Behind somebody's dumb that you was in the car with,
His stepdad piled on, calling out the choices that got him here.
riding around thinking that this is hot.
He obviously doesn't give a fuck about anything. His life, his kid's life, anybody's life, apparently. There is
So you
nothing.
can see it.
Do you think he gives a fuck? Obviously not. This cop don't know if you
Then Dominus Rex's actually color
The cops
gray.
didn't know if he touched the gun or not.
That's why
Maybe he
we're
did,
coloring it
but that wasn't
with
the
our
point anymore.
pencils.
Point was, he was tied to something bigger than he ever expected. There's no walking away from it now. The detective returned, no longer just asking questions.
So that's-
Now he had something concrete.
This next question is important, okay?
So now we're gonna
I'm going to
color
ask you this. Be honest with me. Did you
his
shoot?
stomach.
Okay? And I'm asking you that because
We're just gonna do
someone
that.
independent said they saw you They described you to a T and what you're wearing. That you were the shooter. Okay, well, I promise I ain't gonna cut it. Okay? I was so. Okay?
The detective wasn't interested in promises. He wanted proof. And when he brought up DNA, the teen hesitated.
So again, when I swab for DNA, am I gonna find your DNA on that trigger guard on that rifle? On that AR-15, am I gonna find your
Here, so you
DNA?
can see. So
He had touched the gun.
next
He had moved
is
it. But that
the
didn't mean he fired it.
That
part of the tail.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna step over here real quick.
Okay.
Someone said it was me.
Yeah. Okay.
I know I didn't shoot. I know for a fact I didn't shoot.
So we're gonna do this. So next is
The
the
weight of the
tail.
accusation
This
started to
is
sink in.
the end.
His mother couldn't control her emotions any longer.
Help me explain why I should believe you.
Man, you don't have to believe me, but
So the
You have
tail.
to believe.
So then Donald Rex
He
tail
repeated it again,
is so long.
almost to himself
I
this
think
time.
you'll have
He
time
knew he
to
didn't shoot.
color it. When it's nighttime and you'll sleep, I think you'll have time.
خلال اليوم يتعرض الأولاد لكمية كبيرة من الجراثيم، فبوظف الجديد مع مستشفى حماية.
Okay, so
I know I didn't shoot that.
we're almost
I
done
know I didn't
coloring.
because he even asked Rashawn if he could shoot before he even shot the gun and dropped out.
So
The
we're
detective told him
so we're
point
done
blank he wasn't
coloring
buying
the
his whole
tail.
sleeping story. The shooting had
So,
just happened. Someone
guys,
was dead, and the teen
bye-bye.
expected him to
Promise
believe
to
he
hit
fell
that
asleep.
like
And
button,
all those times,
okay?
how many times after that have you
Bye.
fallen asleep?